What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Land Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Sleds. With me always, Titan Mike Kessinger. What's going on, Mike?
What's going on, Kev? How you doing today?
Pretty good. Got a big week this week.
I know, yesterday's my birthday.
Open. Oh, yeah, that's right. What did you do for your birthday? Anything special?
Nothing. I sat on my couch.
Yeah, I don't really celebrate mine either anymore. I think once I got to 30, I stopped.
This is the 33rd, so I was like, yeah. I'm cool. I think me and my kid watched some Step by Step.
Yeah.
I made ribs. So,
Sounds good to me.
Relaxing day.
So, the NFL is back this week.
Starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. Cause I need a break.
The Bears and the Packers, Thursday night. The old rivalry to start the season.
Well, how was that? How'd you say that again?
Rivalry.
Rivalry?
Yeah.
And that's it. We're on the radio, man.
Rivalry.
There you go. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, no, football's back. It's my sport. I like baseball, but...
Yeah, we're not going to talk baseball tonight. We're not going to talk
There's
about
nothing to talk about. We're losing the White Sox. We got swept by the Rays.
It's disappointment of a team we have right now.
Dude, it's like you said earlier, once Ramirez got hurt, they said, fuck it.
It did suck to see Carrasco come in and get the big ovation coming back.
And he got the loss.
Turn on and blow the game, but, I mean, I don't blame him. I don't think... Well, he should have been pulled after the first home run, but... You know, Tito likes to stick with his pitchers too long.
Stick with his veterans. Because he has, in words of Tito, he has to work through this. No, not in a playoff race.
Yeah, not right now. Put him in when we're
but whatever.
Up by 8 or down by 8.
Yeah,
it's a better situation. But whatever. We're not talking baseball tonight. This is football. It's going to be pretty much our NFL preview. We'll preview the Browns and Titans game this Sunday, and then we'll probably, if we get a little time, we'll throw in some Ohio State. They had their first game this past Saturday.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Yeah, you want to start off? We can start off with Ohio State.
Might as well, because we're gonna be into a lot of NFL.
So they
like to backtrack.
Beat the Florida Atlantic 45-21,
and it was.
After you know what they got up 28.
That score was
nothing.
not what the game score does not show what the game was. Like if you, I watched most of the game. Like the first 3 quarters, and the first half, Ohio State looked like Ohio State playing any slack team.
After that first quarter, I thought it was going to be 60-something.
After the first quarter, I swear to God, I thought Tressel was coaching.
Right.
And we just downplayed, and we kind of played to our competition, and we let them just literally the first 4 drives were touchdown, 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 touchdown. After that, it was 4 punts and a turnover.
Right.
The next 5 drives. How do you I don't understand. I understand Days wants to be cautious. He doesn't want to, but you need to make a statement. That's how we make the playoffs this year. Statement wins.
Well, it's all about the points too, computer points.
Yeah.
For the rankings, so you gotta win by as many as you can.
Yeah.
I mean, no mercy.
Yeah, style games. There's no more play. There's no more easing up and taking your foot off the gas. And not and being considerate.
But Justin Fields is pretty impressive for his first game. 18-25, 234 yards, 4 touchdowns. Had the big 51-yard touchdown run to start the game.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
So, yeah, he's definitely a dual threat. He's got an arm, and, man, he can run. The offensive coordinator said he's the fastest college quarterback he's ever seen in his coaching career.
Did you see that tight end? He's a freshman, right?
I mentioned him, Jeremy Ruckert. Yeah,
freshman.
Rashad Berry's hurt.
Yeah. Rashad who?
Rashad, yeah. I know. But 4 catches, 38 yards, 2 touchdowns.
The dude just he was able to get open. He didn't have huge numbers.
Right.
But he was, when he caught the ball, there was nobody around him. He was able to get open. He was able to find the seams, find the loose coverage in those zones, and just exploit it, and just be there and be ready and catch the big catches. It was amazing. He just looked so fluid in his cuts and his routes. This dude's going to be a nightmare.
We got a comment. I thought about this too. Vince McKee said he thinks they kept a lot in the cupboard after that first quarter, almost like preseason, didn't show too much for future opponents, which is kind of playing it conservative after the first quarter.
But you can't do that anymore. I don't understand. You have your playbook so thick, all right? So thick, and there's so much shit you can do with the type of quarterback Fields is, and the type of offense that Urban Meyer. I know he's not there,
right?
But Ryan Day is running a Urban Meyer X offense. He's putting his own little twist on it, but it's literally the H-back is there. He's running the same personnel that Urban Meyers does, maybe just a few different...
Right.
There's more similarities in their offense than there is differences. And Urban Meyer had a massive playbook. I'm sure Day has a massive playbook. It's not going to be like Remember Titans, 7 plays, split veer, like Novocaine, give it time to work. It's not that shit. Right. It's not going to be like that,
So did you see, Dobbins had a pretty nice game, 91 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
You see this Master T, number 33? The big.
Was he playing towards the end of the game?
Yeah. He played some in the second half.
I watched the first 3 quarters. I was at work that actually was working.
He had 8 carries for 49 yards, and he's a big, powerful, fast back. He's pretty impressive.
So who would he remind you of? Like, if you could pro comp for him.
Pro comp or Ohio State comp?
Pro comp.
Because I was going to say Ohio State comp, he kind of reminds me of Eddie George.
Watch them.
That's a big comparison. Style, running style.
Dial it back a little bit.
As far as build and running style, that's who.
So he's not an all-stop bust type build.
Right.
He's not that big.
No, he's got some speed to him.
Okay.
I think he's going to get more playing time. He showed a little bit.
You gotta let Dobbins do his thing.
Oh yeah, Dobbins. He's going to get his carries. There's no doubt.
You can't take.
Garrett Wilson had a quiet day. I think they only threw the ball to him once or twice. He had no catches, but they have so many weapons. They really don't need him.
The first 4 touchdowns are to 4 different people.
Right.
Like Fields had one, Olivier had one, the tight end had one, and then what's his name?
I can't remember.
Austin Mack?
It might have been Austin Mack.
I think it was Austin Mack, or what's the other guy's name? The number 1. The number 1 target. Come on, Kevin.
Number 1 target.
The number 1 receiver. They're like.
I know, my mind's gone blank.
I thought you looked at me like, yeah, I'm not explaining this right. Like, you looking like, I was like. Anyway.
Hill. KJ Hill.
He caught it. It wasn't Hill. Thank you.
Sorry, I had a brain fart there.
Yes, him. Hill.
But defense had 4 sacks, 1 pick, held FAU to 22 yards rushing, 206 yards passing.
They fell asleep.
They moved the ball in the second half, though.
They fell asleep.
They were outscored Ohio State 21-17 after the first.
It's quarter. Like a bend don't break defense came into play. Like they just.
Well, they were a problem at times last year too. That was a big weakness, was the pass defense.
I thought that offensive line was gonna be a lot more shaky in the beginning because there's 4 new starters on the Ohio State offensive line.
Yeah, they got to Fields a couple times though.
Yeah, but not as much as I thought it was gonna happen. It was more stout than I thought it was gonna be.
Well, was it Brian Browning? This is his first game in like a year and a half. He bred a broken leg, so it's been a while since he's been out there. So he had to shake the rust off.
Of course, but even with that being said, he's literally. He got hit, but he didn't get hit that much. Right. What it could have been, 4 new starters on a line. That's a lot of inconsistency and a lot of, growing pains. Yeah. And they didn't show that they looked like they've been in line for half the season already.
So this Saturday, this should be an interesting game. They got Cincinnati Bearcats, of course. Their head coach is former coach and player at Ohio State, Luke Fickell.
I hate Fickell.
And Marcus Freeman, former linebacker for the Buckeyes, is their defensive coordinator and linebackers coach. So I'm sure they're going to be up for that game. And
This is the first time we played Fickell, huh?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, because I think it is the first time. But they refer to Ohio State as the team up north.
Do they really?
Like we refer to
Get the fuck out of here.
I heard that a couple days ago. I thought that was kind of funny. But they also have a dual threat quarterback named Desmond Ridder, who's pretty decent. They beat UCLA 24-14, racked up 417 total yards in week 1. So it's not going to be a pushover, but I still expect them to.
I think we'll win bigger than we did against FAU.
I think they'll come out a little more aggressive offensively, or stay aggressive.
I think they'll stay aggressive.
Not let up after they did after.
Fickell's the reason we don't have 14 straight wins against Michigan.
Yeah. Yep.
Asshole.
Maybe that's why.
Team up north. Fuck off. What the fuck are you? That's sacrilegious.
Yeah.
How you can call us that?
Right.
No. Stop it.
All right, let's get into the NFL now. Got a whole lot of shit to cover here. Where do you want to start? Want to go Browns Titans or?
Well,
look at the overall league.
Well, we're gonna do the. I thought we were gonna do
We'll do the Browns Titans last. So I kind of
overall league. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I went over all the teams in all the division have got their records from last year and all the key additions they made in the offseason.
So you do all the work. I just show up and look
Yeah,
pretty.
yeah. At least one of us is prepared.
Bitch.
That's all right.
It takes a while to look this good.
I don't mind. I got access to print all this shit out. So we'll start with the AFC. AFC East, of course. You got the beasts of the East, the New England Patriots. They didn't make any major additions.
These records, are these the ones you said from last year?
Yeah, these last year.
Okay,
They were 11-5 last year. No, these records from last year. They added Ben Watson and former Patriot and former Brown, Jamie Collins.
They re-signed him back?
Yeah, they re-signed him back. That was their two most notable additions.
Ben Watson serving a suspension for his, 3 games?
Yeah, I think 3 or 4 games he's out. But, I mean, they've got everything back. Josh Gordon's back, of course. Yeah, reinstated again.
There's a fucking national holiday for that. I mean,
so obviously they're going to be. I mean, that division is pretty weak once again. I mean, I think Buffalo will be a little better.
Every team got better except Miami. Except they just
Miami's.
The Jets added big things to their defense, and they added
Le'Veon Bell.
Huge piece of offense. I mean, they gave Darnold a weapon to keep defenses honest now. Like, you can't just stack the box and go, or drop everybody in coverage.
Right, and then C.J. Mosley to anchor the defense, which is the guy the Browns were after. I know that, but came down to money, and Jets offered more, and that's where he went.
Buffalo's
they didn't do much either. They had Cole Beasley was their big addition, and then they cut LaShawn McCoy.
If I'm not mistaken, they had a pretty decent draft.
Yeah, their draft wasn't bad. I didn't put a whole lot of draft picks on here, a few, but this was mostly free agency.
But David Singletary, the running back, the rookie running back, he's the reason McCoy got cut. I know people are gonna say it's contract,
right?
But if Singletary wasn't what he was, McCoy would still be in Buffalo. They'd still be paying the man,
right?
But Singletary had an amazing preseason. He's my dark horse rookie of the year. Dark horse. Most likely Kyler Murray's going to win it just because it's up.
Yeah, I'm sure. Unless he bombs out.
Yeah, it's a pretty pageant, But he's a candidate. Him, I was going to say N'Keal Harry out of New England was another dark horse, but he got hurt. And so, I don't know. He kind of slipped out there for me, but Singletary, watch out for Singletary. But Buffalo's gonna be
they're
gonna be above 500 this year.
Yeah.
Well, they're not gonna beat
them and the Jets. Could both be over 500.
Jets. I don't think
they'll be close. It depends on how much Darnold develops in year 2. I know they beefed up the defense. So it'll depend on how much offense they get. I think.
And then Miami just had a fire sale.
Yeah, they're terrible. I mean,
a fire sale. Dude. Kenny Stills is gone. Tunzel's gone.
Yeah, they just made the big deal. Got rid of those 2 for draft picks. And
who else did they trade away? They traded for. They had a couple of trades. Or was it the Texans? Texans got a bunch of trades too, but
and then their big signing was Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's going to start there. Good luck with that.
And the Dolphins traded for Josh Rosen.
Yeah, but
Fitzpatrick's
won the job though. He's beat him out.
That's sad.
Sad for Josh Rosen.
Fitzpatrick also beat out Jameis Winston too. So I mean,
true.
Fitzpatrick shows his flashes of
he'll have
Brady-esque.
2-3 really good weeks and then
just
going to the
off.
shitter. He's notorious. He's a good backup, but not a starter.
If you need him if you need a quarterback to come in and save a game or win a game, Fitzpatrick has the ability to do that. He's not just going to come in there and be like. We got back to the North.
We got the North. Pittsburgh 9-6-1 last year. Of course, they lost Antonio Brown. And Le'Veon Bell, even though he didn't play last year. They added Dante Moncrief and Devin Bush in the draft.
They extended Joe Hayden too.
Yeah, I saw that game. Was it a 2-year deal for Hayden?
Yeah.
So the big thing with Brown is, one of these other receivers is going to have to step up like a Moncrief or Washington because Juju's going to get a lot of the double teams that Antonio Brown got last year. And
I like Washington. James Washington, I think
he's going to be the
guy. He's going to be
the
next, next Juju.
He's going to be the open guy.
Yeah, Juju's going to be the Brown, and
right.
It's going to happen. They also lost You have it on here. Baltimore losing Suggs and Zadarius Smith. They also lost Mosley.
Yeah, I forgot Mosley on there.
That's
They lost a lot on their
They
defense.
lost a lot of their edge rushers.
They did sign Earl Thomas.
Damn, that's a
good
back-end
safety,
guy.
but-
And
right.
then you don't have nothing on your line or your...
Then Mark Ingram offensively. And then I heard today that they're part of the trade talks for Melvin Gordon. That
Baltimore?
they're a possible destination. Which I hope that doesn't happen, but it's interesting to say the least.
They're asking for a lot, though. The price on
Yeah, they
Gordon, it doesn't seem so... I don't think it's a lot. It's a first and a fifth.
No, yeah, first and a fifth, I would do that.
But that's what they're offering. That's all they're asking for, the first and a fifth.
Right.
The reason there's no offer is because he's on his last year of his contract.
Yeah, that's the problem. I would, as long as he's willing to sign an extension.
The signing,
Yeah.
but if you're gonna do a signing deal, then it has to be like a first and like a fourth. It has to be a little bit more into it.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll probably increase the
for-
price tag if he
Right.
agrees. But he's going to go somewhere. I mean,
I hope he goes soon because I have him on my bench and on my team. I took a flyer on him in my fantasy league.
they're motivated to move him because they've pretty much given up at trying to re-sign him, and with him staying with the Chargers. So
I would not be upset with Tennessee going, yo, here's Derrick Henry and a third. Let's see what happens.
I don't know if they do it, but
You got
It's
a running
worth a
back for the
try.
next 3 years.
I mean,
It's
it's a
a
start.
1,000-yard rusher last year,
Right.
12 TDs, and then a third-round pick. I mean, third-round pick, you can find your replacement for Phillip Rivers. I mean,
it'll be interesting to see where he goes. And of course, the Browns added OBJ, Olivier Vernon, Sheldon Richardson, and then Kareem Hunt after Week 8. So
you didn't put no losses? Like, did you want to... Everybody else has losses on here, but you...
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really have any big losses.
Jamie Collins.
I mean, Jamie Collins, but he played when he felt like it last year.
Another guy in your line?
Actually, they just cut Trevon Coley, which I was kind of surprised. He started a lot of games last year. I know he went to Baltimore for a workout. I didn't hear if they signed him or not. But yeah, there weren't any huge losses.
Was there a guy on the offensive line?
Well, yeah, Kevin Zeitler and the trade.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
Yeah, but I looked. We got Olivier Vernon back.
Jabril Pepper.
Jabril Peppers,
That's a loss.
but we filled the holes. I did. I mean, like I said, I wasn't marking.
Who'd you fill the
everybody on
holes with in safety-wise in the draft, right?
Yeah, well, Sheldrick Redwine hopefully down the road, but Morgan Burnett for the time
That's
being.
right. Traded for him
Free
too, right?
agent, yeah, he was free agent from the Steelers. So they were 7-8-1 last year. Obviously, a lot of people have them going anywhere from 9-7 to 12-4. So it's I put a Twitter poll out asking. I listed Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, Odell Beckham, and then which player will have the most impact against the Titans Sunday. Who do you think won out of those three?
Baker Mayfield.
No, Nick Chubb. 47%. I think Mayfield had 41. Odell had like 6%. And other.
No, I'll tell you right now. I'm a Titans fan. Right, our rush defense, 10 times better than our pass defense. If you're gonna eat us up,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Baker in the air to Odell Jarvis.
They might be throwing a lot.
That's who's gonna. That's how you're going. If you can just really eat us up in the air, you guys are going to win this game.
Yeah.
But if you try to fight us in the trenches, our run defense is stout. It's always been one of our, like, since Vrabel got there, it's been one of our bread and butter part of our team. Yeah, back half of our defense, Kevin Byard's about the strongest thing back there because we got some from New England and Logan Ryan and Malcolm Butler that decide they want to play. Then Adoree Jackson plays the slot.
Right.
So Landry's gonna be covered pretty good. But other than that, I mean, that's how you're gonna beat us. Is gonna be through the air. Like, I don't think Nick Chubb's gonna be. Unless he breaks one for like a huge run, a fluke run. I don't see him rushing.
Possible.
I don't see him breaking 100.
And then we got Cincinnati. Not really much. I just put a bunch of Z's because they did nothing this offseason.
Yeah, no, they didn't do much.
They're pretty much going to be.
AJ Green's hurt. I mean,
they're going to be the doormat of the AFC North and probably the AFC in total, as a whole. All right, so that brings us to the AFC South. We got Houston.
Tennessee was not 5-11 last year. Their sweetheart.
Are you sure? All right.
They were 9-7.
All right, whatever I was looking at was wrong then. Maybe I did that just to piss you off.
Possibly.
No, I went off freaking whatever I pulled up the standings from last year, so that was obviously wrong. But Houston, big additions: Laramie Tunsil, Duke Johnson, but they did lose Jadeveon Clowney in the trade with Seattle. But they definitely made a big move to shore up their offensive line, and that was a big issue as left tackle. Obviously Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, they lost Lamar Miller. That's a huge loss on too.
Yeah.
Because now you're looking at you're counting on your backfields now. Literally Browns rejects and Carlos Hyde and Duke Johnson.
That's the question. Can Duke Johnson be in every down back?
No,
because he hasn't been. He's been pretty much a receiver who can carry the ball once in a while.
I don't think he maybe after a while, given a chance to actually a full season of doing it, he may become better.
Yeah, I just don't think he's durable enough to.
No, he doesn't
to carry the ball 20 times a game.
No.
So yeah, like you said, they'll be relying on Carlos Hyde in that case then.
No, they might not even try to run the ball that much. I mean, they added Kenny Stills from the Dolphins. That's another one they lost. Kenny Stills.
I drafted Deshaun Watson, so I hope they throw the ball a lot.
Will Fuller's finally fully healthy.
Yeah.
They have Kuti. I mean, there's...
Yeah, Hopkins is a stud.
Hopkins. You got Hopkins, Stills, and Fuller. I mean, Stills and Fuller are burners. They're going to just and then...
Yeah, they got some weapons. So,
yeah. I mean, they can keep...
They're going to be a throw first team.
If they can give Watson time, they can.
And then Duke out of the backfield as a receiver.
Yeah.
We all know how good he is at that. So.
And then we'll see. I mean, their defense, I don't think is.
And you got your boys. Sorry, 9-7.
That's right.
Added a big guard and Roger Saffold, and
we needed some help on the interior sideline. I love our tackles.
Receiver and Adam Humphries.
We added the best one available too in the free agency. He was the number one slot receiver on the market this year.
It's like a poor man's Julian Edelman.
Because he's white? He caught everything that was thrown at him. He's like a vacuum. That's fine. They're like vacuums.
They are.
I mean,
he's good. Actually, I was kind of wanted the Browns to pick him up. I know they were looking at him for a while too.
Y'all need to just chill out with the receivers because you're just picking them up, cutting them, cutting them left and right. Like you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing in that right in your room. And you're like, you get a contract. Fuck, give it back. I mean, that's what's going on. Like an Indian giving Oprah over there. Like it's bad.
And we got Jacksonville. They added Nick Foles. That was their big move to replace Blake Bortles.
Leonard Fournette, though, is coming off a sabbatical. He literally made a huge... I was reading an article. I don't know the reason I know this.
Yeah.
He made a huge lifestyle change. Cut a bunch of people out of his life. They were, they were leeches.
Bad influences.
They were leeches,
right, Right.
And he's been doing a lot of stuff for him. So either he's going to have his resurgence going to be what we expected Leonard Fournette to be coming out of college.
I like him a lot, so it wouldn't surprise me.
If he burns out this year, it's the end of Fournette. It's over with. He's never going to be what he is. But I'm worried because Nick Foles. If the sample size of Nick Foles shows he can be a quarterback in this league and a damn good one in this league, Yeah,
in the right offense.
But he's never 100% filled season. 11 games is the biggest season he's ever had.
Right.
So can he do the full season? Is he durable enough to do it?
Yeah, he's not a very big guy.
Does he have the mental capacity to do this?
Can they protect them?
And now being him, it's not like he's just all right. When am I gonna go back on the bench? This is his team.
Yeah.
It's all on him now.
Yeah, Bortles is gone, so it's.
You're never gonna put win losses on a backup quarterback.
Right.
I mean, if you don't win, you're not expected to win as a backup. You're like, oh shit, he's in there.
Right.
You get surprised, but now it's all on him.
Yeah.
So if Leonard Fournette burns out, and I think Jacksonville's going to be in the bottom of the division.
Yeah. Well, then you got the Colts, of course, lost Andrew Luck with the surprising retirement, and now the reins have been handed over to Jacoby Brissett,
and they signed Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, they did sign Brian Hoyer.
So now they got a bunch of Patriot rejects in their quarterback room.
Peter King, the longtime writer, used to work for Sports Illustrated, named his top 3 MVP candidates. Offensive MVP.
Said Brissett.
He put Brissett 3rd in his MVP rankings for this year.
You fucking kidding me? So is it Mahomes,
I'm not
Watson,
kidding.
Brissett?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that what they said?
I think it was Mahomes, maybe Mahomes, Brady, Brissett. I can't remember who the second one was. Mahomes was first. But it doesn't matter who was second. Jacoby Brissett, he put 3rd. For NFL MVP, offensive MVP. Not just AFC, NFL. So I don't know what the old man's smoking, but
That's funny.
I mean, he may come out and have a decent season.
I'm sure he
but
can. He can.
I don't see him being an MVP. I mean,
I don't see him taking.
He's a
Colts
career backup.
I think the Colts are going to be 6 to 10.
I mean,
8.
they have good weapons.
Yeah, but the quarterback play is now brand new. Like, it's all on him. Like, does he have the mental capacity to step up and do this? Like,
you got Marlon Mack's a pretty good running back. They drafted Paris Campbell.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying with Andrew Luck, this was a Super Bowl contending team.
Right. They
had all the weapons. They had a very young and stout defense with like probably the biggest deal in draft the last 10 years in drafting Darius Leonard.
Yeah.
That dude's a fucking monster.
Malik Hooker.
Yeah, Malik. Well, yeah, he's injured. Like, he can't stay healthy now.
He keeps
so, but if he can stay healthy, they're a team. Like, they scare the shit out of me in the South. Like, don't get me wrong.
Right.
Like, they are it. But without, same team without Luck, not so much.
Right.
With Brissett there, I'm like,
well, we'll see.
Prove it. Prove that
he's
you can.
Prove it.
Yeah, I know.
That's to label an MVP.
That's a reach, and that's
when he's a career backup. I mean, that's a big reach. But
I think I'd be a little bit more scared of that team with Brian Hoyer starting over Brissett, just because I know what Brian Hoyer can do, and what I've seen him do with shitty ass fucking team in Cleveland, and win some games in Cleveland, and look like a true dogfight quarterback, and with the weapons like a T.Y. Hilton. What are we looking at?
The Facebook keeps going black. I don't know. It's going up there. I don't know. It's just must be the feed that's messed up.
Who's saying shit?
Nobody right now.
Oh,
just there's a lot of people logged on, but I hope the video's not cutting out. All right, so that brings us to the AFC West and the Kansas City Chiefs, who were 12-4 last year.
They lost Eric Berry. They lost Kareem Hunt. They almost lost Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. He's back. He's been cleared. So
it shows you right now you can't have proof. You have to have video proof of domestic or assault.
Yeah.
To get suspended. If it's just a fucking recording of you hitting somebody or someone saying you hit somebody, you'll be fine.
Right.
That's why Kareem Hunt got suspended and Ray Rice never played again because it's all on video.
Yeah.
Because you can't hide from, you can't deny it. We watched you punch a bitch in the face, But
they added a couple guys on defense: Tyrann Mathieu and Frank Clark. That's a defensive end that I like.
Oh yeah, I liked him a lot too.
And then they just picked up LaShawn McCoy.
But they traded for Frank Clark because he was a free. He was a free agent, got franchise tag, and traded. And McCoy, I don't know how much of an impact McCoy's going to have in Kansas City. Because with Kareem Hunt gone, like Damon Williams is going to be, the main guy.
Yeah, he's not going to get,
he's
starter carries for sure. I mean, he's going to.
He may get some third down goal line shit.
Obviously, on the downside of his career, he had a pretty good career.
Yeah,
with the Bills. You got the Chargers.
You heard the Philly offered a trade to the Chargers for Melvin Gordon, right?
Yeah.
They offered him Jordan Howard and a mid-round pick.
Yeah, I did hear that.
That really saved the NFC East from being Philly's team.
Oh yeah,
that would busted that shit wide open. Because with Zeke not coming, no idea what Zeke Melvin Gordon ends up. That'd have been Philly's to win. Carson Wentz just got no more weapons. Yeah, the Chargers haven't done really much either. They have a very solid team. Like Derwin James, they didn't lose them, but they lost them for the seat for first 6-7 games.
Right.
They lost a huge safety in Derwin James. They had Thomas Davis. Other than that, there wasn't much. They're losing Melvin Gordon. He's out. They've already said
was Thomas
a linebacker. And that's a big move. They need help in the middle.
Right.
But. And the GM already said there's no more talk with Melvin Gordon. If he's here,
he's done as a Charger.
We'll talk next year about the contract extension, but we're going forward with what we got now.
Right.
So he's out. He's either going to be traded or he's going to be a free agent next year.
And you got the Broncos. Their big addition, of course, was quarterback Joe Flacco.
I think Drew Lock was a bigger addition.
Yeah. I mean, not for this year. I think Flacco is going to start this year unless.
I think Flacco starts next too. They were smart. I think John Elway smart. He's not going to do that whole Paxton Lynch issue again.
Right.
Plus, Drew Lock hurt his finger, broke a finger, something like that. So he's hurt right now.
Yeah. And then you got the Raiders bringing up the rear.
Dude, there was not enough spots on this paper to put what they added. They've added Tyrell Williams. They added
Yeah.
Antonio Brown. They've added linemen. They've added linebackers. There's so many pieces they've added that team. Did you watch any of Hard Knocks with them?
No.
It was
I
it
heard it was
the
pretty
Gruden
bad.
show. That's all it was.
Yeah, I didn't really have any motivation to watch it. I heard it wasn't great, so.
I want Tennessee to go on it. We suck enough to get on that show. I don't understand. Like,
Maybe next year.
that'd be amazing. We're gonna draft the next great Oregon quarterback. They're probably gonna be garbage. It's gonna be Justin Hubert. We're gonna suck for the Duck Part 2. Like, man.
All right, heading over to the NFC East. We got the Eagles.
So we're just gonna leave all Antonio Brown's shenanigans out there.
Yeah, I'm just. It's not worth talking about. Don't want to give him the time.
Okay.
So the Eagles added Deshaun Jackson, Jordan Howard, of course, in the trade, and then they drafted big left tackle Andre Dillard to shore up the offensive line, which hopefully they can keep Carson Wentz healthy this year.
That's
That's a big key to their season, obviously.
That's the question.
Big question.
That's kind of like the same question in Tennessee. Like, our team is not bad. If Mariota, depending on what region you're from, can stay healthy, I like our odds to compete in the division.
Right.
The division got super weak with the loss of Clowney, the loss of Luck, and then Jacksonville they're up and fucking down. I don't know where they are anywhere.
Right.
So I mean, it's anywhere. But
And you got the Cowboys, who brought Jason Witten back out of the broadcast booth. I don't know how much that's going to help at this point.
because he realized he sucked in the broadcast booth. You know Tony Romo.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna go play.
Yeah, he's
for another-
definitely no Tony Romo. There's no doubt about that.
They added Zeke. He resigned.
Yeah, that was big.
And that was so his contract.
Was it 6 years, 90 million?
It's 6 additional years. It's not.
Yeah, because he's
So
got, I
it's-
think he's
it's 2 left.
so he's got eight.
Eight
It's 8
year-
years total.
8 year total extension. So
Yeah.
this kid's literally gonna be like 32 before he's done with.
Yeah,
You don't see 8 year deals in the
Well,
NFL.
they'll get the best of his career, and then when he's washed up, see ya.
But the thing is, like, this 8 year career, 8 year contract makes no sense in the
Right.
NFL, and this is why. You got to think. So we got Kamara, right, and Barkley. So they're gonna come up and they're gonna reset. Maybe even Chubb, depending on how he plays.
Yeah,
Chubb, Barkley are going to reset, and Kamara are going to reset the running back market. And Elliott's going to be like, well, I'm just as good as them still. You know, if he is, he's like, well, I'm not, I got to get paid like them. And we're in the whole fucking situation again. And Elliott already knows now that Dallas will cave, because they did.
yeah,
They met what Elliott wanted. Because I read that this is the same number Elliott gave the first time. And him and his team didn't ever budge. And
Right.
Jones finally met up with it. I think the only difference is the length. The guaranteed money is what Elliott wanted. And the length is like, I think, a year more than what the original thing. But it's like, it's a revolving door.
yeah.
We're going to see what Julio Jones gets and reset the fucking receiver market.
Right.
So then Odell Beckham, and then who else? Tyreek Hill's in that
Tyreek
fucking. Odell Beckham won't make it. He won't get no big contract. He hit his big contract. That's it.
Yeah.
Brown his big contract. He's it. So Thomas, Jones, Hill.
Hopkins.
Yeah, Hopkins will depend who goes first. But Hopkins seems more of a team guy. You know what I mean?
Like hometown discount guy.
Or like, I don't need to reset the market. Just I want to get paid in there. You know,
Yeah.
pay me what I'm. You know, I don't need to make. Cause what Thomas is making what 17?
Yeah, right around there.
So let's say Tyrell Hill makes 18.5. Resets the market, all right? And then Hopkins comes in there. Hopkins is like, I don't need 20. Give me 18. I'm just as good as him. Whatever. I can see him. He'd be the one that would do that. Now, if he does do it, I mean, that's on him.
Right.
I'd go get everything you can go get, you know, while you can get it, because, you know, you're only young once. So, the whole hometown discount thing, I think, is like, it's nice for franchises, but it
Yeah.
kills people.
And you got the New York Giants, of course, traded Beckham to the Browns, along with Olivier Vernon as well. Added Jabril Peppers and Kevin Zeitler from the Browns. Also brought in Golden Tate in free agency and drafted their quarterback of the future, Daniel Jones.
Who looked really good in preseason.
Yeah. Yeah, because he
Surprised
looked
the
horrible in training camp.
Fuck out of me. Yeah, training camp. We were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Preseason, I was like,
So,
who
yeah.
that? It was like,
We'll see how long it is before he takes over for
you wanna make a prediction on that?
Manning mid-season.
Wanna make a prediction on that?
What's your guess?
Daniel Jones start date.
I'll say mid-season. Week 8. Week 8, 9, right around there.
So Kev, week 8. Mike, say 6.
6. Well, he's taking over at some point this year. There's no doubt about it. Because they're not going anywhere.
I mean, their team, the team's not bad. It's just Eli is like Golden Tate suspended, but Golden Tate, I think he's him and Sterling Shepard and Evan Ingram are decent.
Yeah, Ingram's a stud at
and you got Barkley. Barkley transforms any team.
Of course,
all right.
Barkley.
So I mean, they added offensive line help. So now Mia Manning's gonna be protected a little bit better with Zeitler there. You got a better player in the backfield than Peppers.
Yeah,
because you lost Landon Collins.
I think they'll be better than 5-11 what they were last year, but Philly and Dallas are still the cream of the crop.
Do I see them win the division? No. But do I see them going 8-8 and like ruining some people's in this division's chances? Oh fuck yeah!
They'll be better than the Redskins, that's for sure.
Eh.
Depending on
this division is tough because like on paper you gotta think Darius Geis is coming back healthy now.
Who's starting at quarterback? You know,
Case Keenum.
Is it Case Keenum? Right. So I think Dwayne Haskins will be in there before the season's out.
Possibly.
Depending on how Keenum plays. I mean,
the only thing I'm worried about watching is the Trent Williams thing. Like, is he gonna play?
That hanging over their head.
If he's done and if he's starting and he's like it's all over and he's everything's taken care of and he's playing.
Yeah, it's a huge piece you're missing there.
Yeah, it's your blind side. I mean, so.
And we head over to the north. We got the Chicago Bears, who a lot of people are predicting Super Bowl for them this year. They didn't make any huge additions. They added Ha Clinton Dix.
No, but they lost.
They lost
Jordan
Howard.
And I
think that was
they had Tariq Cohen and they had David Montgomery.
Yeah.
Which was all drafted. Okay. Yeah. Right,
it's all going to depend on how Trubisky does his second year. And we got the Vikings, who had a very disappointing year last year with Kirk Cousins. They obviously expected a lot more than what he provided.
Well, if you look at statistical numbers, he didn't have
a bad year. Weren't terrible.
It was like a lot of like shit that you can't plan for. It was like a bad interception here that lost the game, or a fumble here, or just a bad defensive play there. They added a kicker.
Yeah.
Colquitt.
Oh, that's right. Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Did they sign? Okay, I didn't see who he signed with. They had a promising guy to draft, or a young guy. They loved him, promising young punter. Colquitt came available. They cut his ass and signed Colquitt. Yeah,
I hope to God this Scottish Hammer guy plays out with you guys, because you lost a Pro Bowl punter. Like, punters are so undervalued because they can change a game.
Right.
Field position, flip it.
Oh, I know. Then the other addition, Vikings added one of your Titan boys, the guard Josh Klein, to their line.
Yeah, he was a what they call it, swingman.
Yeah.
He played a lot of places in there. He's all right.
And we got the Packers also coming off a disappointing season, which Aaron Rodgers missed most of.
Yeah, he was hurt.
They added some pretty good pass rushers on the defense. Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith from the Ravens, and then drafted Rashawn Gary. So.
He's hurt though. He was battling some injuries during the preseason training camp. So
they beefed up the pass rush for sure. And I'm sure Rodgers will come back strong if he's healthy.
Yeah, Detroit. I think Detroit's gonna be a little sleeper team here. Like don't count them out. They added a decent pass rush from Trey Flowers.
Well, I was actually targeted him before we traded for Vernon as a guy for the Browns.
Yeah.
Flowers.
But they also added a playmaking tight end in T.J. Hawkins in the draft.
Yeah, they did.
They drafted him
Another
in
one
top
of those
10.
big Iowa boys.
Drafted him top 10, and he was making plays in the preseason.
Yeah.
And they finally got a running back. That's Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, that's the kid out of Arizona, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him a
Yeah,
lot.
he's pretty
His
good.
second year, and towards the end of the year, he started coming around. And so now another year in the system.
Yeah, I liked him.
And
coming
then
out-
Matthew
coming out.
Stafford is all I feel bad for Stafford because he'll have 5,000-yard seasons, and then there's nothing he's never had a running back or never had a decent Eric Ebron was garbage in Detroit,
Right.
but he's rejuvenated his career in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
But I think this T.J. Hawkins is going to be a huge addition for Detroit. And I don't see them being the bottom of the NFC North this year.
Right.
Green Bay and Minnesota will be in the bottom.
And we head over to the NFC South. Of course, got the the top team there in New Orleans Saints, 13-3 last year. They didn't make a whole lot of additions either. They added Jared Cook.
Latavius Murray.
Yeah, and Latavius Murray. So a couple more weapons for Drew Brees.
Murray just replacing Ingram.
Yeah.
Cook though, they haven't had they had Watson, after Jimmy Graham left. But
yeah, Cook could be a big addition.
Cook can be huge for that offense.
Yeah, he's a big playmaker.
Especially in the red zone or in the he was a guy I targeted in fantasy, but I was that was gonna be
right.
I was gonna be tight end that nobody's gonna suspect, but I was gonna take, but I've never had the opportunity to take him because he'd go 2 or 3 picks for me when I'm like, I'll take tight end, and he'd go, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm not taking tight end now because he's not there. So I just want more running backs, more receivers.
Right.
But yeah, he's gonna be huge. Him, Kamara, and Michael Thomas, they're gonna eat in that system. Watch.
Yeah. And you got the Falcons coming off a disappointing 7-9 year. Didn't do a whole lot either. They added James Carpenter, guard for the offensive line.
They re-signed Matt Bryant too.
Yeah, Matt
They
Bryant.
pulled him out of retirement to sign because their kicking situation was garbage.
Of course, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones will get their stats.
Calvin Ridley's gonna.
Ridley.
I like him too. He's a good young runner.
And they said they have Mohamed Sanu still.
Yeah,
too.
he has a cannon for an arm. You see that shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Trick play, all day.
So then you got the Carolina Panthers. They had their own injury issues at quarterback. Cam Newton was injured, had the bad bum shoulder for part of last year. So he's supposedly healthy. They added big left tackle and Greg Little in the draft, and then Matt Paredes, veteran center
From Denver.
Yep.
I was surprised Denver let him go.
Yeah, I was too.
You don't get rid of centers.
Right.
That's literally
Yeah, it's tough to find a solid center.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of them.
But they also Carolina drafted Curtis Samuel. Or Paris Camp. No, Paris Camp with the Colts. Curtis Samuel was there too.
They have Curtis Samuel from
last year, right?
yeah.
Last year. Why is everybody freaking out about him this year in the draft?
I don't know.
Because he was a target in some fantasy drafts.
Yeah. I know. They're expecting big things from him this year. He
Fuck
showed a lot
McCaffrey's
second half of
gonna
last year.
McCaffrey's gonna.
Yeah.
It's gonna have some McCaffrey DJ Moore show there.
And then you got the Buccaneers. They added former Brown Rashad Perryman at receiver, and then Shaquille Barrett, linebacker.
Didn't they add JPP?
Yeah, he was hurt part of last year too. So
They in last year
they're
too.
looking for he missed a part of last year, and of course they added Bruce Arians at head coach. So good coach. See if he can get anything out of Winston this year.
Well, if any coach can, it's gonna be him.
Yeah.
It's so weird, quarterback whisperer, but so was fucking Hugh Jackson. And he was,
Right. Yeah. How'd that work?
He was fucking trash.
Then, of course, we wrap it up with the NFC West. You got the Rams, 13-3, their high-powered offense. They added a couple veteran defensive pieces with Clay Matthews Jr. at linebacker, and then former Baltimore safety Eric Weddle to their defense. They're going to score their points.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp's coming back healthy now.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be the number one option. He's the number one option in that offense, I think. I understand there's Robert Woods.
Yeah, Robert Woods is good.
Brandon Cooks.
Cooks.
But I just think Cooper Kupp's a different type of animal. That dude can play.
Yeah.
It's what was going to play. Like Seattle, they traded for Clowney.
Yeah,
they lost Clark. And they traded, so it's a 1-for-1.
1-for-1 deal.
Who would you rather have, Clowney or Clark? To be honest with you. Be honest.
Clowney.
Clowney?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so too.
Okay.
Russell's gonna be Russell. They're gonna be competing for playoff spot in the division.
Yeah.
I just think that Rams are too good this year. Like Gurley, they're taking a lot of the weight off Gurley too. The Rams, before I say that, like Gurley's not gonna be what Gurley is because he's getting drafted second round in some drafts. You know.
Yeah.
Gurley's not gonna be what he is because they're limiting his plays to keep him healthy. So he's gonna be fresher longer, I think. So.
And we got the 49ers. They added a couple defensive ends, D Ford and of course Nick Bosa, number one pick. Like I said, their season's going to hinge on Jimmy Garoppolo and how he comes back. I know he's looked pretty shaky in the preseason.
But you can't, like I said like a couple weeks ago, like this is a kid that got hurt. His first time starting as a my team starter. You know, he got hurt. He doesn't trust his knee yet. You know, give him time. I think might be a couple games in the regular season, but
they just lost their running back. I think for the season.
Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah, McKinnon.
But they also signed Tevin Coleman in free agency. So Tevin Coleman was
one of my fantasy guys. So
I have him too. He's on my bench.
Big numbers.
Well, he's going to. He's the number one guy. And Matt Breida's going to be the number 2.
Right.
So he's not going to. It's not going to be the McKinnon was going to take a lot of snaps because McKinnon was 1. So. And Coleman's going to play your backup, change of pickup, and I think Coleman's going to be the lead back, and he's going to eat there because they still don't have that good of receivers in 49 San Francisco. Like Crowder, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's their biggest guy?
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then you got Kittle.
Yeah, Kittle.
Kittle
had a big season last year, but...
If he can keep it up.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they got a running back now that can take some pressure off, and Coleman's given a chance. Coleman last year when Freeman was hurt, he
balled out.
Yeah, he's a big...
That guy actually picked him up in one of my leagues last year.
Yeah, I did too.
And then bombing it out with the Arizona Cardinals and their big addition, their franchise quarterback of the future, Kyler Murray, who should have played baseball.
Yeah, it's a longer career, more money.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all they did. And don't expect much out of them this year. Not much better than their 3-13 from last year, in my opinion. So that's pretty much the league as a whole and what everybody did. And so what's your predictions
for what? Like
who's coming out of the AFC and NFC?
Man, it's so hard to do so early because injuries can change everything. Like one injury to one player can
just say.
Change.
For argument's sake, everybody stays healthy.
In perfect world, so it's flag football.
Who comes out?
Who comes out?
My opinion, I think this is the year that Brady takes this fall and Chiefs come out of the AFC.
I was going with the West.
As much as I'd love to be a homer and say the Browns, I'm being realistic. I'm going to say the Chiefs for one more year.
I was going to go...
Although I don't think Mahomes will have quite the year he had last year.
No.
But, I mean, they're still going to be at the top, I believe, in my opinion.
And I want to say Chargers. Even with the whole Melvin Gordon thing, I think... The receivers being a little young, like older, and Williams and Bosa being, and then I just think with I think the Chargers Saints. That's who
I was gonna say. Yeah, the NFC is tough because you got the Saints, the Rams, and the Bears. I mean,
I don't think the Bears are gonna make it. I think the Bears are.
I think, like I said, a lot of it depends on how Trubisky plays in year 2.
Yes, I think their receivers are a little bit overrated.
They have a hell of a defense.
Yes, their defense is stout, but their receivers are a little overrated to me.
Yeah.
Alshon Jeffrey. He's and Allen Robinson he's nothing.
Right.
Like he hasn't done shit really. Like he may have a mediocre season last year. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had a good season since like his first or second year in Jacksonville.
Right.
So the receivers, and then
they got a good tight end, good young tight end.
Trey Burton. He can be. I mean, we can't leave everything on him. And losing Jordan Howard and like this Montgomery kid, he's a little raw for me. Like I don't know much about him yet. Like to be honest, I don't know much. They obviously like him enough to trade Howard away.
Yeah.
And have him and Cohen.
Yeah, Cohen's pretty good.
So if that doesn't backfire, I mean, I don't see. I think it's between the Rams and the Saints. I don't see. Yeah, Rams or Saints, but I think the Saints. I don't think it's gonna be a.
Yeah, if I had to pick, I'd say probably be the Rams and the Saints too, and I'd give the Saints the edge over the Rams.
Yeah. If Andrew Luck was still there, I would probably go Colts Saints, but we've already seen that Super Bowl. Brady and Breeze, didn't we? No, Brady played he played the Bears in the Super Bowl. Yeah. Because Drew Brees only went to one Super Bowl and won it, right?
Right.
And Brady's been the Manning, not Brady. Yeah, so it was... Yeah, I would go Saints Chargers would be what I would think for the Super Bowl. Without...
You say Saints Chargers, I'll say Saints Chiefs. I'll go with that.
I had this written down like before the whole Gordon thing, and I had Chargers coming out.
Yeah.
I just thought like this was gonna be their year, I think, because Chiefs have lost some people. Broncos aren't, nothing there. Raiders are all kinds of a fucking mess.
Right.
Brady's gonna take it down. I don't think he's gonna be Brady of all. Like, still gonna be Brady. They're still gonna be in the playoffs. I mean, can't count them out, but I just. Yeah. It's gonna be
interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch because there's gonna be a lot of things uncertain right now because of the whole Luck and the Gordon and all those key pieces. Like, how are they gonna overcome it? The Eagles, I think, are too hyped up. I don't think they're what they are.
It's gonna be a question mark until Wentz proves he can stay healthy.
Cowboys are. I am still not sold on Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he's above average, but I don't think he's championship caliber quarterback.
No.
Which he's got Amari Cooper, he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, but Amari Cooper had 1-2 good years in Oakland, and then he had a good half in Dallas. I mean, Is he going to continue that? If Amari Cooper can continue that play that he played the second half, then maybe
Yeah.
We could see something happening in Dallas. Who knows? Dak Prescott could start the.
Before we get into the Browns-Titans, let me hit up some sponsors real quick. We have Graver Machine Tool, the hotline sponsor of Redline Radio. They are call them today for all your powder coating and machining needs. You can reach them at 440-322-3685. Detroit Auto Parts, the main sponsor of Redline Radio. You can reach them on the west side at 216-398-7373 and on the east side 216-531-7373. Mention Redline and get 10% off your purchase. Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. You can reach them at 440-731-4654 for all your home improvement needs. Contact William for your free estimate. Always Green Landscaping in Twinsburg. For all your landscaping needs, call Sean at 330-487-0582. Cater Printing. You can contact Amy at 440-668-1579 for all your screen printing needs. Everything from basic polos and t-shirts to high-performance products and corporate apparel. Check out their website at caterprinting.com. Lubrication Supply out of Norwalk, Ohio. You can reach them at 330-813-2305. In the field or on the track, let them put you in the winner's circle. 440 Ride, which is Lorraine County's transportation and ride service. You can reach them at 440-877-RIDE. They offer ride transportation for a wide range of destinations, including work, doctor appointments, airports, and fun nights out with friends. If you mention Redline, you get 10% off discount. And K&M Towing in Cleveland, you can reach James or Tom at 216-252-2229. And a couple new sponsors we just added. Young and McCarthy Attorneys for truck crash victims and their families. You can reach them at 866-541-2220 or truckcrashvictimhelp.com. And finally, Dirty Jobs, Dirt Cheap. You got that dirty job you don't want to complete yourself? Give Rick Crofts a call at 440-453-6844. And then we got our sponsor here at Redline at the Land Sports Podcast.
Yo, Kevin, get with it.
Wegner Landscaping out of Streetsboro. Call Michelle at 330-524-5415.
What's this dirty job shit?
It's a new sponsor.
Oh, see, nobody tells me anything.
It's not like the TV show Dirty Jobs.
No one tells me anything. I'm supposed to have a shirt and a hat from this radio station that we work for. And
Yeah,
I don't know.
Dave,
Everybody
if you're
else,
listening.
I see everybody else in all the little pictures and stuff having shirts, like even news shows.
Look, it took me over a year to get a shirt, and I'm the station manager.
Yeah, well, that's because they didn't do shit really prior to that happening. Now everybody gets a fucking shirt
Yeah,
except
now
for me. Like I'm looking at these dudes that are just a radio show that don't do anything. They have fucking shirts. They're taking pictures of the shirts.
Yeah.
But fuck Mike, right?
Yeah.
It's cool. I got you, Dave.
All right, let's get into some Browns and Titans.
We gonna win that shit.
I printed out both the depth charts.
I mean, a depth chart. Probably time. Dude, we can't read from shit. Like we gotta just.
The concern for you is your big time left tackle suspended.
Yeah, but we have
We got Dennis Kelly, who played right tackle last season, playing left
Dennis
tackle
Kelly plays.
for the first
He
time.
plays both. Like
I read he was strictly a right tackle last year. That's what I read.
Conklin was hurt all last year. Yes, but
Yeah.
the year before that, when Luan got hurt and he missed 3 or 4 games, Kelly played left tackle for that, and he did pretty good. He graded out pretty well those 3 or 4 games.
Is he ready to deal with Myles Garrett for a full game?
Miles who?
Myles Garrett.
Because we play Clowney all the time. So I mean, yeah. And JJ Watt. So yeah, we're used to that shit.
Yeah, with Taylor Lewan.
Bring it. No, we have to play him. We played him without it.
Did you?
Yeah. I ain't scared of Garrett, that dinosaur-loving motherfucker. Like Ross from Friends. Get the fuck out of here. Paleontologist ass.
No, obviously we've got the vamped up defensive line, so
Our offensive line ain't too shabby with when.
right.
I
Like
mean,
you said Tennessee has a strong run defense, so
yeah. So
chances are you're going to see Baker throwing the ball at least 30 times.
Yeah, that's why that poll threw me for a loop. Because people know, they just think Tennessee. Oh, push over.
Yeah, well, that probably
Tennessee.
not a lot of people are
don't get me
familiar
wrong,
with.
Tennessee is not this dominant powerhouse team in the NFL. I'll be the first one to tell you that.
It's not a team that we see all the time.
We literally played you guys every year for the last 6 years. Except 1 year, the last 6 years, every year.
Yeah.
So we played you guys quite a bit in the last 6 years. I think 5 out of 6 years we played you. So, but no, Tennessee does have a pretty stout run defense. Linebacking core is above average. They have a top 10, maybe top 5 safety in Kevin Byard. Dude's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Our kicker just got put on IR. We signed a new one. He was managing with injuries.
Yeah, I saw that today.
So he told him, I gotta.
I'm sure it's still better than our kicker situation.
Yes, anything better than that.
It's a bit concerning. I mean, you're going into a season where you're expected to compete for a playoff.
And that's funny.
You've got a rookie tandem at kicker and punter.
It's funny that you see Browns are both our your kicker safety and my kicker safety. I literally had this game as my prediction is 24-21 Tennessee. Tennessee winning because Cleveland misses a kick to end it. They take it in overtime. Literally, it's how I predict this game because of your guys' kicking situation. Your kicker is gonna miss like a 45, 48 yard kick wide right to tie the game to send it overtime. We're gonna win 24-21.
I'm not so much worried about the Scottish Hammer punting right now. I'm worried about it when it gets colder and the winds are whipping around the stadium. He hasn't dealt with that. Now Colquitt knew how to play that.
Yeah, that's why you don't.
So that'll be the interesting.
That's why
part.
you shouldn't I understand until you need to get rid of a Pro Bowl player. Pro Bowl! What the fuck?
Well, he was an alternate, but okay, he was a Pro Bowler.
He still made it.
I know.
All right.
Everybody makes the Pro Bowl now.
Yeah,
Such a joke.
It's a participation trophy
Pretty
now.
much.
But you don't give a rookie in so this is unless you're in Texas or warm weather where the weather is pretty much consistent.
Yeah.
You're not on the fucking lake with winds, or not in a dome. If you're in cold weather and you're not in a dome, you don't get rid of your punter unless you have to.
Right.
I know Colquitt didn't get beat out.
They must think that
this dude
Gillian's going to be the next big thing. So.
He can punt. he can punt the ball a little bit farther.
He can boom it.
Yes,
there's no doubt about it.
In perfect conditions,
yeah,
he can boom it. That's what drives me fucking crazy in player evaluations and training camp and preseason. It's because it's not game time to sit. It's completely different. Even though preseason games, it's not the same as a regular because they're not playing as hard. These stars aren't playing balls to the walls, to win the game.
I honestly think, and I know it's funny to say because they had their $37 million under the cap, but I think he was due $7 million this year. I think maybe it was a little money saving thing as well.
For what? Who are you trying to target next year? Your team is fucking young.
A lot of guys do extensions here in the next couple of years.
Okay, but every year the salary cap goes up because the TV money goes up. Your salary cap's going to keep going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. It's going to go up more than $7 million next year.
I think they were going to get rid of him at the end of this year anyway, so they found a young guy that they like, they think has a lot of potential.
I'm sure that dude could stay on the practice squad.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Nobody's going to pull
I think I read where they were afraid that somebody would claim him if they tried to get him.
Who the fuck's going to claim? There's nobody's missing a punter. It's kicker that everybody's missing.
I'm telling you what they said.
That's the thing.
So, yeah, that'll be a bit of a concern. Maybe not right away, but like I said, once the weather goes south. Seibert, we'll see. I know he's kicked well in the preseason, but...
How's your guys' run defense?
Our run defense? The front four, I think, is...
Your pass rushing is good.
Yeah.
Because Garrett and Vernon aren't run defenders.
No.
They're pass rushers.
No, that's what Richardson and Ogunjobi. That's their...
Now,
linebacker, that's my biggest concern defensively.
Because you got Derrick Henry, who's a big motherfucker running, and he's...
Joe Schobert's a decent linebacker. Pro Bowler.
Sure.
Christian Kirksey
misses a lot of tackles too.
He does.
He makes a lot, but he misses a lot, and that's
Christian Kirksey's got a lot to prove. I mean, he's been banged up. I mean, he's solid when he plays.
Avery?
No, Darius Taylor's starting. He's listed as
Avery got a second.
They're playing him more at defensive end.
Avery.
So Darius Taylor was a linebacker they picked up for depth from the Cardinals, but now he's.
What about that
starting. Mac Wilson? Yeah, that's the thing. You got two young, hungry, talented rookie linebackers in Mac Wilson and Sion Takitaki behind them, so they're going to push these guys. These guys are going to have to play, or they're going to be replaced.
Yeah, I think
Mac Wilson was both. I mean, Takitaki, both of them were impressive in the preseason.
This is what I like. This is why I'm liking Tennessee's chances over Cleveland, and like I said before, a lot of it. I don't know if I'd be as confident mid-season, because this team would have more time to gel.
The Titans are playing the Browns at the right time.
True, but I still, and if everything stays healthy in Tennessee, if we met week 6, we have Lewan back.
Yeah.
So we have our starting left tackle, top 6 left tackle in the NFL. Then Jake Conklin is above maybe top 10 right tackle, if not top 5 right tackles. Like, he's stupid good. Then we got Saffold, who served up the middle. Ben Jones just re-signed. He's a damn good safe center.
That's going to be the intriguing matchup for me is the good offensive line against the good defensive line. The
only thing is my right guard is this Saffold's right guard, right? So my left guard is a little shaky.
So the left side with the left guard and then the new tackle, it could be shaky. At least in the beginning.
Kelly's he's not really a new tackle. He's been there before. He's not going to be something like a rookie or first time playing left tackle. He's played there before. He played left tackle in New England before he claimed him off a waiver from New England.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not worried about him not understanding left. And he's not an issue. It's my left tackle. It's my left guard.
Well, I'm sure they're going to blitz the left side. I'm sure.
Well, they're going to blitz. Freddie kicking blitzes.
Yeah.
So you're going to see blitzes coming from left, right, middle, top, bottom. Someone's going to come from behind Merida.
Yeah. So that'll be an intriguing matchup.
But I like Delaney Walker and Adam Humphries going against your linebackers in these.
That's the
Mariota
biggest issue.
He has a quick release. So if our offensive line can give him 5, 6 seconds to let Walker and 5, 6 seconds is a lot, but 3 to 5 seconds. Let Walker Humphries get across the middle, get open. I like our chances just to burn your guys' linebackers.
The last at least 3 years, tight end coverage has been abysmal for the Browns. And that's been Schobert, that's been Kirksey.
And Vrabel likes to do a lot of...
unless a Darius Taylor is good at covering tight ends, that could be a problem.
Vrabel likes to do a lot of crossing patterns with his tight end and his slot receivers. Like, they'll do a lot of confusion to get these linebackers to, have to make quick decisions.
Yeah.
And that's when they make the wrong decision a lot of the time. And you'll see these tight ends just being open. Right. And Delaney Walker being back and he's a solid tight end. And him and Mariota have this special bond. Like it's gonna be fun to watch this game.
They hold hands in the huddle.
I don't give a fuck they hold hands. They're scoring touchdowns. I don't judge what happens in the huddle, stays in the huddle. Alright? I don't judge at all. But it's going to be a fun game. I think each team's going to get their chances, but...
Obviously, if you're a Cleveland fan, you want to win this one. You want to win the first two because
you haven't won a home opener since 2004.
Yeah, you got to win
this. You need a home opener win, but I just don't think it's happening.
The schedule gets tougher after the first 2 weeks.
Yes, and I just don't think it's happening just yet.
My prediction is you're not going to like it.
Oh, you already told me when we did it last week. You said
I didn't say the score, though, did I?
No, but you said we're going to win. You said you're going to win, so...
30-17, Cleveland.
Wow, high hopes.
High hopes. I'm
30-17.
hoping for the best.
That's
if I'm wrong, I'll eat my words, but I'm hoping. I'm putting hope.
Hope
is the word.
You want to bet that shirt again?
No.
No?
No.
You don't want to bet the shirt again, Ken?
No, we're not doing it. No more shirt bets.
Why not? You can make a shirt for me if I lose.
I had enough of that shit.
Ramon Reyes, homer to center. Yeah, see how Puig scores.
No, we're winning, huh?
6-2.
Just in time to blow.
Ramon Reyes is literally averaging a 248 right now. He's coming back.
Yeah,
he's 2 for 3 right now.
Driving in a lot of runs.
Ramon Reyes has 2 home run. Oh, just 1 home run in the night. But
how's Yu Chang doing?
1 for 3.
1 for 3. Still better than Ryan Flaherty. Fucking journeyman.
He's not playing right now.
Good.
Bowers 0 for 1 with 2 walks.
I guess we can talk about the Indians.
Mercado's 3 for 3 right now with an RBI and a double. Lindor's 1 for 3. Santana's 1 for 3. Puig's 2 for 3.
Since you baited me into it, bring the score up.
Perez is 1 for 3.
So we're...
Bieber is 5 inning pitch, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks with 88 balls pitched, 88 pitch count.
So last night we had the 5-2 lead.
Yeah, we lost 6-5. Right?
Yeah, Tito brought in Carlos Carrasco. He got the big ovation, which was awesome. Everybody's happy to see him back. He struck out the first 2 guys, or I think he had 2 singles and struck out 2 guys. Then he hung a slider to their catcher McCann, and he just crushed it, tied the game. So you think at that point, okay, let's pull him. The game's tied. Let's get somebody else in there. We got him out there, got him in his first game back home since coming back from the leukemia. But no, let's leave him out there. And what's he do? Very next batter, hangs another slider, home run. Down 6-5, ends up being the final score. So obviously, I'm not blaming Carrasco.
I am.
Like I said on Twitter, blame Tito for leaving him out there so long, and maybe not the best situation to bring him back in his first game at home. When you pretty much have to win every game now. I mean, I've given up on the division. They're 5.5 or 6.5 games behind Minnesota now. I know you have 6 games left against them, but I mean
we can't be the White Sox.
You got to win over 75% of your games, the rest of your games, to even have a shot at the division. The way they're playing right now.
Yeah.
They need to worry about 2 teams, Tampa Bay and Oakland. They're a game behind Tampa Bay for the first wild card, and tied with Oakland, but behind one in the loss column. I think we've played one more game than they have.
All right, so before we end this show, did you print out the game slates for Pick'em?
No, I didn't.
Alright, Quirker would fuck that up. That's cool. Make all this nonsense, killing trees for shit
I
didn't even look at.
Do them and then post them on our Facebook.
No, we can't do that. It's cheating as fuck. So here, I'm gonna write you. So.
Yeah, we were gonna do our NFL Pick'ems at the end of each show during the football season. And see, keep check with the records and see who comes out on top at the end of the season. So just bear with us a second here. While we
Green Bay versus.
We got 6 minutes.
You can't change that shit?
I can extend it if we need to. But we should be able to run through this pretty quick now. I'll put a few more minutes on while we're
Bills Jets
waiting here.
All right. Bills Jets Titans.
Why don't we just do them as you're writing them down?
Because I'm gonna get so confused.
I know you're easily confused. Sorry,
I'll punch you, and then
I forgot.
I'll
about
punch
that.
in the ovaries.
All right, I have 5 more minutes on. I've got 9:20 or 11 minutes. That should be enough. Am I supposed to keep talking here while you're doing it?
Yeah, might as well do something. You have to go fucking talk to your phone. I'm actually doing something for the show. You should do something, airing out, talk baseball. Butter up Bobby Bradley some more. We haven't done that in a while.
I'm sure. Yeah, he'll be back soon.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
He's nothing worse than some of the other guys they brought up. Although Jake Bowers had a home run, and I think he had another hit or two last night. So
yeah, so
maybe they can finally get something out of him because he pretty much sucked his first tour of duty with the Indians, except for his one game when he hit for the cycle. That's been his lone shining moment of the season. That just sucks because these young guys are pitching good. Zach Plesac, Aaron Savali, and the bullpen's been faltering lately. I mean, I think Tyler Clippard's had a couple rough outings, but these are guys who've been pretty solid all season for you.
Uh-huh.
But like I told you, they brought up Ryan Flaherty, who's a journeyman infielder. James Hoyt, a journeyman pitcher. There's guys down at Columbus who could help you better than some of these guys, but Columbus has a chance to make the playoffs. I don't know why you're worried about your AAA team making the playoffs and leaving guys down there when you could be helping the major league team. It's like I told you before the show. It feels to me like almost like they waved the white flag after the Ramirez injury. Like,
yeah, no, I can see that.
So, and Kluber too.
All right, so we got game 1.
All right,
Green Bay for Chicago. Who you got?
where's it at?
So did I do this?
I'm going with the
Hold on,
home.
did I do this right? Bills, Chiefs.
Is it in Chicago?
I think yes, it's in Chicago.
All right, I'll go with the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Me too. All right, Bills, Jets.
Whew, that's a tough one. I'm gonna give the Jets a win since
It's
they're
at home.
gonna lose in week 2.
Jets. I'm gonna go Bills. Titans, Cleveland. So you're going Cleveland.
Yeah, obviously we know.
Titans. Kansas City versus Jacksonville.
Kansas City.
Yep, same here. KC. Atlanta versus Miami.
Atlanta.
Right? No, Atlanta versus Minnesota. Sorry.
Minnesota. Where's that at? Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
Oof. I'm gonna still go with the Falcons.
I'm going Atlanta. St. Louis at the Panthers.
St. Louis. You mean
The Rams
L.A.
at the Panthers.
Rams. Threw me off there.
Same here. We'll go with the Rams too. Baltimore at Dolphins.
Baltimore. Lamar Jackson will throw for 90 yards and run for 150.
For 90 yards. He's going to go for. Redskins at Eagles.
Philly.
We have literally the same. Besides the Titans, Browns, and Jets, Bills, the same fucking Cincinnati at Seattle. I'm going Seattle.
Seattle, yeah, obvious.
Indy at Chargers.
Ooh.
I'm going Chargers.
Chargers, yeah. Luck was playing, I'd go Indy.
49ers at the Bucks.
Damn.
I'm going Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks.
Copying me. Giants at Cowboys.
Cowboys. There's a lot of lopsided matchups in week 1. Uh-oh. He's thinking on this one. He wants to go against me. I know he does.
No, I'm just not sure Zeke's going to be ready.
No, that's like I said. They said he's going to play 20 to 25 snaps.
Exactly. So is he going to be... But Barkley's... Tate's not playing, so I'm going to go Cowboys. They don't have receivers. Forgot about that. Lions, Cardinals. I'm going Lions.
Yeah, I'll go Lions.
Texans, Saints.
Saints.
And then Denver, Oakland. I'm going
Denver.
I'm going to go Oakland. All right. So we'll see that come
how
next
it plays
week.
out. Like I said, we're gonna do this every week. Keep track of our records, and
we're gonna come up. We're gonna have this. We'll have this
maybe
done.
We'll come up with some kind of trophy for the winner.
T-shirt.
T-shirt trophy. No, I'm still stay away from those T-shirts.
Well, it won't be a team. It won't be a team-oriented shirt.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, I don't know how to call football games. I suck at.
Yeah, we'll come up with something. We got plenty of time to figure
Probably
that
we
out.
can get a. You know, it's gonna be called. It's like Pigskin Pick'em. You know, that's what this is, right?
Right.
So it's gonna be the Lance Sports Podcast Pigskin Pick'em. Get a football, paint it. We'll spray paint it like I don't know, black or something, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we can literally just with a paint marker on it, 2019 winner. Then we can literally just go around that ball until it fills up. And then the last spot, the last winner, if we still doing this podcast, I don't know, in 10 years. If we are, that's sad fucking day in my life. But when the ball fills up, the last person to win it keeps the ball. And we'll get a new ball.
All right.
Sounds like a good trophy?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, so we'll figure out some kind of better... we're gonna make a big Excel thing, some kind of.
Yeah, I can do it at work.
Yeah.
I'll put it together.
And then print out. I print out every week's for like since you can do it all season's already done, schedule. Just print out every single thing, or just make an Excel thing, with each week.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It doesn't have to be done. You got a week to do it, so
Yeah.
get on it, Kev.
Plenty of time.
Yeah,
I can do it at work.
Yeah.
Hopefully my boss isn't watching.
Does your boss know you have a podcast?
Yeah.
Does he watch a podcast?
Probably not.
Then you're all right. Not many people do.
No.
So I had a bunch to rant about, but it's a late night, so there's a few things like I literally wrote down on here what the fuck to rant about.
Did you?
Yes, I had
All right.
two.
Well, we'll save that for next week since we had a football packed schedule this week. So.
Yeah. So.
All right. Next week, obviously, we'll recap the Browns and Titans game. We'll recap our picks, see who did what for the first week, and I'm sure we'll talk about the Indians and we'll see where they're at that point. And of course, the Buckeyes playing the Bearcats this week, so we'll recap that as well.
Luke Fickle going down.
Yes.
Down, little bitch.
Down big.
Yep. All right, guys.
All right, guys. Until next week.
Have a good night.
Go Browns.
Go Titans.
Go Browns.
Go Titans.
Go Browns.